I'm a 9-year-old adventurous boy. I like making something new and trying it, just like my dad does. It was my first week at school when I made the bubbliest gum. It was very simple to make. I took 1 pack of bubble gum from my mum's shop and ground all the gum in the pack and mixed it with yeast powder that Mum uses when she bakes bread. Then I put it in a blender with a little bit of vanilla syrup. 2 minutes later, I took out the whole thing. A lump of pink, soft chewing gum. Pressed it flat against the big tray, cut it into 12 pieces, and left them for a while. It got harder, and I took some to school the following day. I gave 1 piece to Susie, who chewed bubble gum all the time and made bubbles with it. Wow! It's vanilla flavoured! It's my favourite! It's bubbliest gum. I made it myself. You can make big bubbles with it. Try! Susie chewed it for a couple of minutes, took a deep breath, and then blew it out slowly, very slowly. The pink vanilla-flavoured bubble got bigger and bigger. My classmates were all excited. They cried out, "Blow! Blow! Blow!" Susie's face was bright red. I could see her excitement grow along with the bubble, which was now twice as big as her head. I jumped up and down. "It works! It works!" Suddenly, the bubble popped, covering Susie's head and sticking to her face. She looked like a pink Shrek. She seemed really shocked in panic, and she didn't seem to be able to breathe. She collapsed on her back with her arms outstretched, looking as if she wanted to grab something, and her legs were shaking in the air. She couldn't breathe. Thinking quickly, I sat down beside her, put my right index finger in my mouth, pulled it out, and made 2 holes below her nostrils with my wet finger so she could breathe. Finally, she breathed out and fainted. I think it was the best thing to do. Of course, Dr Grumpky was furious. Susie had to cut her hair very short, like a boy, because the gum was stuck so hard it wouldn't come out. The following day, I apologized to her. "I'm sorry, Susie, but you look great with short hair. It's good for summer." She burst into tears and sobbed hard. I didn't know what to do, and that's the first time I had to go to Dr Grumpky's office. "I know what you're trying to do, you little brat." I don't understand, Dr Grumpky." "You're going to keep making trouble because you want to give the principal a bad impression about me. And you want me in trouble. But you should know you're only putting yourself into trouble." "But Dr Grumpky, I didn't mean to put you into trouble. It's just my bubbliest gum didn't work well. I can make it better next time." "Stop talking! You're going to make that trouble again." No, it wasn't successful this time, but I'll find out why." "That's enough! I don't want to hear any more. You need special behaviour management. Come to my office after the last class, every day for a week, and write down what you've done wrong during the day. You will have so much to write, you little brat." I couldn't play soccer after school, but had to stay in her office, thinking about what I'd done wrong during the day. But I had nothing to write down, so I didn't write down anything the first day, and I got another week of behaviour management in her office. Plus, she was watching me in her office, reading her love poems. She kept drinking some healthy liquid stuff, but it smelled really bad. I always had to make up something that I didn't do in order to fill the piece of paper Dr. Dr. Grumpky gave me. If I didn't write anything, I would get another week. But I kept going on with my experiments. Nothing could stop me, the inventorous Edison. I made something for George, who was the biggest, but the weakest, in my class. He was always watching other kids running around, playing soccer and jumping ropes with an envious look. "Hi, George. Do you want to try this? It's HULKSHAKE that I made. It'll make you as strong as the Hulk if you drink it." "Really? The Hulk?" George stared at the bottle for a second, looked around at the other kids having fun, snatched it and gulped the drink. I was a bit nervous watching him. Then his face started twitching and his pale skin seemed to move. Can you imagine how excited I was? In the next 2 minutes, half his body became green. When he was taken to the hospital in an ambulance, his whole body was green, dark green. I got another week of behaviour management. I do feel sorry that his right arm is still green. Then I made something for Sam, who didn't have many toys to play with and who wanted to have something nice and exciting. "Hi, Sam. Have a look at this. This is for you." I made it myself and named it SUPOGO STICK. It has super springs. You can jump as high as the sky on it. Sam tried it out, but the spring was too strong. With one jump, he was thrown over the school fence. It was so fast that he didn't even have time to scream. He is still on his crutches, and I got another week. "I know it was you who did it every time, you little brat. You'll behave yourself after this special behaviour management." "Thank you, Dr. Grumpky. May I leave now?"